Jon Anik is one of the best commentators in the sport. He is one of the most unbiased, and he is one of the most loved people in the UFC community. However, he has recently come under so much fire from UFC fans that he is genuinely thinking about quitting his job.
We are a news and information podcast. We don't have any agenda. We try to present things here the way we see it. And not unlike when you and I are calling fights, Kenny, we're just calling it like we see it, right? There's no preconceived bias. There's no promotional directive or anything of the sort. But I am growing tired of this MMA space a little bit and just the morass of negativity when there is a close fight. Because even if you and I both thought Dricus du Plessis won the fight, we try to present that information respectfully. And when I go on to X or I go to our YouTube comments, it seems like a lot of these fans are just in attack mode. And I don't know if these fans are casual fans or not, right? But I appreciate the passion, but I'm getting to a point at 45 years of age where I don't know how much time I have left in this MMA space, because if I go do pro football, like, I'm not necessarily going to be dealing with this lowest common denominator all the time. And I don't know, man, I just feel like there's a lot of malice and disrespect from the fan base, and we can disagree. Like, don't take it from me. Demetrius Johnson and Kenny Florian thought DDP won the fight. I don't know. I've just been very off put with the negativity that has permeated my feed since Saturday night, and I'm just not sure how much longer I have in this space, honestly.
Jon Anik, in my opinion, is one of the best commentators ever, and he is thinking about quitting the sport because he gave an honest and unbiased opinion when he said he thought Dricus du Plessis beat Sean Strickland. And although it was a very close fight, I did have Dricus du Plessis winning as well. But so did a bunch of other people, like Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, Israel Adesanya, and Chael Sonnen, just to name a few. Jon Anik is right. There is a bunch of casuals hating on him who know nothing about the sport of MMA. When close fights like this happen, people scream robbery all the time, especially when it comes to a title fight. If Dricus du Plessis would have lost on Saturday instead of Sean losing, people would be saying Dricus du Plessis got robbed. If you've been a fan of the sport a long time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anytime there is a close fight and a title fight, people call it a robbery. People usually do disagree with each other, but they have intelligent conversations on why they think one fighter won. People will be like, oh, I think Dricus won because of A, B, and C, and people will be like, no, I think Sean won because of D, E, and F. However, that is not happening this time. All it is just a bunch of hate and insults. And I have never seen anyone so viciously attacked the way Jon Anik has been being attacked by Sean Strickland fans and supporters. Sean Strickland brought in a massive amount of casual fans from the political aisle. Sean Strickland went viral when he quote-unquote owned a woke reporter, and every single Republican with a YouTube channel made a video on it. Keep in mind, I am not playing political sides in this video. I am not stating my political preference. All I care about is the sport of MMA and UFC. The last time I seen this amount of casual fans coming in is when Conor McGregor brought in a bunch of casual fans for being the wild man that he was. However, the fans that Sean Strickland brought in are extremely aggressive. They are tearing anybody down who is saying that Sean Strickland did not win that fight. And they're not doing it in an intelligent way by saying, this is why I think Sean won. They're just straight insulting and tearing people down. And I know I repeated myself, I'm sorry. And it's very unfortunate that they are attacking Jon Anik, because Jon Anik is genuinely an awesome dude. Many of you probably remember the Leon Edwards-Kamaru Usman fight when Jon Anik was the only one who remained unbiased, or he said, this is not the cloth from which Leon is cut, even though Leon was down 4 rounds and it looked like he was going to lose. Jon Anik never gave up on him.
He may have resigned himself to losing a decision.
Well, that's what Dean Thomas said.
Yeah.
Dean feels like that would be a moral victory for Leon Edwards.
But that is not the cloth from which he is cut. I mean, that is a dejected... Oh!
Jon Anik is an unbiased commentator, and he is one of the best commentators because of that. And it's very unfortunate to see him getting the massive amount of hate that he's getting for a completely logical opinion. I like Sean Strickland too, and if you watch my video that I posted a few days ago, you'll know that. I might not agree 100% with the dude when it comes to politics or ideology, but he is a phenomenal fighter, and I am a fan. But unfortunately, a lot of the fans have turned toxic. It's just very unfortunate that the massive amount of casual fans he recently attracted are aggressive fans from the world of politics. Jon Anik is right. There is a bunch of negativity in the MMA online space and UFC community, especially here on YouTube. A few years ago, MMA YouTube and UFC YouTube was incredible. It was people with unique ideas and opinions sharing them. It used to be people with insightful and thoughtful content. The MMA content on YouTube used to be unique and interesting. No two videos were alike. And now all it is, day after day, is a bunch of drama and a bunch of people repeating the same thing over and over. And people saying the same thing everybody else is saying. Nobody has an intelligent opinion. Nobody has any thoughtful insight. Nobody has anything interesting to say. It's just a bunch of drama and politics all the time, 24/7, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. The MMA community used to be so great, and now a large percentage of it is just a toxic cesspool. I see why Jon Anik wants to quit 100%. NFL fans aren't toxic in this way. Major League Baseball fans aren't toxic in this way. Soccer fans aren't toxic in this way. At least not to this degree, where they're absolutely destroying the commentator. On the level they are destroying Jon Anik. UFC fans in recent years, in my opinion, have become some of the most toxic fans in sports. I'm not sure if it has to do with the rise of MMA drama channels or what it is, but it's definitely not the community it used to be. I love Jon Anik, and he is one of the best commentators, hands down. He is one of the most unbiased commentators. And it really sucks to see him getting torn down the way he's getting torn down, to the point where he wants to quit. Now, keep in mind, I don't think this is Sean Strickland's fault. That's not what I'm saying. Just a large percentage of the casual fans he has attracted lately are completely casual and don't know nothing about the sport. Keep in mind, I'm not saying all his fans are casuals. Just the people who he's attracted recently are. But anyways, that's all I got for you today. I love you guys. Peace out. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Adios.